Hello everyone, I'm Brandon Marcello. This is Joel A. Erickson. It is a rainy Wednesday. The clouds have parted a little bit, so we're not getting rained on. But we talked to Gus Malzahn. May have been a record for the amount of time he talks on a Wednesday. But we got a lot of good information. We talked quite a bit about Carl Lawson. You read a story on AL.com about that. Rock Thomas, we talked about that and read that at AL.com. But we're going to talk more about the pitfalls of having a letdown in Week 2 against a San Jose State team after having played Arkansas in SEC opener. There are some concerns there, but it seems like this is a team that's just following last year's blueprint.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're sticking to the one game at a time thing. Gus said something actually that just popped into my head in Tuesday's press conference about how normally between game 1 and game 2 the offense takes a big lead. He says that in the press conference. He's probably saying that to the team too, as like a kick in the butt to say I don't want to have the mistakes we had last game. That'd be my guess from that side of things. It's been very clear all week that there's a challenge going on here. You know, Ellis and Rhett acted like their units played horribly on Sunday night. Gus kind of said some stuff again tonight. They did this last year. They did this last year too when we were in these games where I guess you call them the gimme games.
Yeah. You also have to maybe wonder how many more of these newcomers, you know, and freshmen like Rock Thomas will get time on the field, and also you got to play that balancing act of when do you put them on the field, because obviously you want to win the game. But based off of Gus's statements tonight and then the assistant coaches or coordinators Sunday, they want to get these guys a little bit more involved if the game gets out of hand or whatever, just so they can see how they stack up. Because in my mind, you want to be able to get those guys on game film on tape so that you can better correct and evaluate them as they enter a bye week.
Yeah, Ellis in particular said he wanted those guys on film last week. He wanted to get Trey Williams and maybe not Nick Ruffin as much just because of what they had going on at Star, but Trey Williams and some of those other younger guys, he's got more time early. Didn't turn out that way. Trey didn't play until the third quarter.
Right.
But you wonder about guys like Rashid Kenyon, defensive ends like that, maybe Dontavius Russell, especially
Andrew Williams.
Those guys, you wonder if they're not going to get a shot here on offense. Stanton Truitt, Rock Thomas, and Braden Smith, whose red shirt's already burned.
Yeah.
So you wonder if maybe you see Braden Smith taking over as one of the extra linemen in that unbalanced package or something like Sean Coleman did last year.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to watch. We'll be covering it throughout the week, of course. Much more coverage, of course, at AL.com.
And a shameless plug: look for our snap counts next week to see who played and when.